Hey there tech fans, Rick here again with a full review of the AV Access 8K HDMI switch with KVM functionality. This single product is actually several different products in one. It's an ultra high definition HDMI switch which allows you to connect up two different media devices to the product for display in a single widescreen TV or high resolution monitor, and then easily decide which of those media devices is currently being displayed at any given time by using the buttons on the front of the unit or through a hotkey combination on a connected computer. But it also provides KVM functionality which allows you to connect the keyboard and mouse up to the product and have those peripherals switch to whatever input you select. Finally, it also provides a 4-port USB 3.0 hub, and any peripherals connected to those USB ports, like a microphone, a camera, maybe a portable hard drive, is also switched to the input you select. The product fully supports a wide range of different resolutions and frame rates, including 10K and 8K video at 120 Hz, as well as 4K video at 240 Hz. It's both HDMI 2.1 as well as HDCP 2.3 compliant, which means you know it's going to work fine with all of your modern media gear. It also provides audio extraction capabilities where it will digitally strip the audio from any media content being displayed and allow you to pass that along through a 3.5mm analog connection to a home stereo or a soundbar for better quality audio. Now, as part of this review, I'd like to start with a basic unboxing just to show you everything that's included with the kit. And then I'll take a closer look at the switch and explain the connections and indicators so you understand exactly how to use it. I'll do a brief demonstration to show you just how simple the product will be to use. And then I'll finally come back one more time and point out a few things that I really like about this particular product that you can use to compare it to others you may be considering. So let's get started with the unboxing. When you open up the box, you'll find the switch. You'll find a set of brackets you can use to mount this up off the ground and out of the way. There are two sets of cables. One is a standard HDMI cable that you can use to connect it up to your monitor or your devices. There are also two USB cables for connecting to computers, and these are USB-A to USB-B. The USB-B plugs in the back, the USB-A plugs into your computer. You'll also find a single power supply. You'll simply plug this into the wall. The other end of it has a barrel connection on it, which plugs into the back of the unit with a tightening collar, and this provides all the power you'll need for operation. One other thing is included is an instruction manual that lists everything you could possibly want to know about the switch, connection diagrams, specifications, and other really important details. It's always a good idea to read through the manual because even though it's a really simple product to use, reading the manual will tell you about all the features and functions the product provides. Now, if you stay tuned next, I'll take a closer look at the switch, I'll do the demonstration, and I'll come back with a few things to keep in mind when you're comparing this to other products. The switch provides a full metal enclosure, which makes it incredibly durable and really the perfect solution for both commercial and residential installations. On the front of the switch, on the left-hand side, you'll find a power indicator. The minute you add power to the product, it immediately starts an internal power on self-test, where it's checking all the electronics to make sure everything is working okay. Once it passes that test, it'll light that LED letting you know it's ready to use. To the right of that are two LED indicators labeled 1 and 2 and a button to switch between them. This is where you select which input you'd like sent to the monitor. To the right of that is a headphone jack for output. This can also be used for passing audio in analog form to a soundbar or home stereo for better quality audio. To the right of that is a USB 3.0 1-amp connection that can be used for any external peripheral. To the right of that is another connection that's typically used for a keyboard and mouse. On either side, you'll find ventilation slots that are designed to let any heat that develops during operation escape. You'll also find mounting holes. These can be used with the included bracketing kit to mount this up off the ground and out of the way if you choose to do that. On the rear of the unit, starting on the left, you'll find a DC power port. That's where the power supply plugs in, so you'll simply plug that into the wall. The other end has a barrel connection on it, which plugs in right there, and you can tighten the collar. On the top, you'll find three more USB 3.0 connections. Again, these are great for microphones, portable hard drives, or cameras. You can plug any peripheral in there as long as it draws less than 1 amp. Below that, you'll find an update port. That port's used for moving firmware to the unit if updates are released later on. You'll simply connect it to your computer with a micro USB connection, move the firmware file to the switch to complete that upgrade. To the right of that is an HDMI output port. That connects to your high-resolution monitor, standard HDMI connection there. There are two more connection sets to the right of that, HDMI in 1 and HDMI in 2 right there. The bottom connections will connect up to whatever media device you'd like to share across that monitor. So this could be a media player, this could be a computer, maybe a laptop, whatever you're connecting to that monitor connects up here, your two choices. And then above that are USB connections that if you decide to connect this up to a computer, you can also make a USB connection to the computer to enable the KVM functionality. That's pretty much it for the switch. Now I'll show you just how easy it'll be to use this product with your own equipment. And for this demonstration, over here I've set up my laptop that's currently looping a video, and right here I have a small media player that's currently displaying an image of a game console. Just to make it easy to tell them apart, these are the two media devices I'd like to share on this single monitor. Over here I've set up a nice widescreen high resolution monitor, and that's where I'd like to enjoy the content from my two media devices. In front of me I have the 8K switch. Now the first set of connections I'll make are from my media devices to the switch, and I'll start with the laptop, which is this one, and I'll connect that to input number 2, and I'll connect the media player up to input number 1. And once I've made those two connections, I can connect my output device. So I've got an HDMI cable already plugged into the monitor. I'll plug that into the single HDMI output port on the back of the unit. And now we're all set to add power. I've already plugged in the power supply. The other end of that cable has a barrel connection on it, which plugs right into the DC input port, and I'll tighten the collar. Now the minute I add power to the unit, it immediately starts an internal power on self-test where it's checking the electronics. It's also checking the resolution of my two media devices and the resolution of the monitor to make whatever adjustments are needed to give you the best possible picture. Okay, so there we go. That's input number 2, which is the laptop, and you're seeing the video on there. If I'd like to switch to the media player, I'll just tap that button on the front right there. It'll take a second to adjust the resolution, and you'll see that second media device displayed. So it's easy to switch between them, and that little delay in the switching is because the unit is analyzing the resolution of the content and the monitor and making adjustments to give you the best possible picture. Now let me switch back to the laptop. The other function I like a lot about this product is the KVM functionality, which allows me to connect the keyboard and mouse up to it, so when I select my laptop, I can use a keyboard and mouse with that input. Now you can connect up a regular keyboard and mouse to the front. I like to use wireless products, so I've got a little dongle here. I'll plug that into the USB port on the front. Now you do need to make one more connection between the switch and your laptop through the cable that's supplied. And you'll simply plug it into the laptop's USB-A port. The other end of it plugs into the port right above that input. And in this case, it's input number 2. So now that I've added that, these are active, and I can control that laptop from a distance. So you can see that I move the mouse and I've got control. I can pause the video by hitting the space bar. I can start it again by hitting the space bar. So this product allows you to switch between two passive products like a game console and a media player, or even two active products like two different computers. I use this on my desk an awful lot because I have a home computer and a laptop computer, and when I come back from being on the road for a couple of days, I'll plug my laptop into it and share that on this widescreen monitor. And when I'm not using the laptop, I'm using the home computer, but it makes it really easy to switch between those two different devices and use a single monitor. And it really is just that easy to get it working. I hope that closer look and demonstration were helpful. Now here are a few really important things to keep in mind when you're comparing the AV Access 8K HDMI KVM switch to other products you may be considering. The first thing has to do with the resolution. The fact that this product fully supports both 10K and 8K video at 120 frames a second, as well as 4K video at 240 frames a second, means it's going to work perfectly fine with all of your modern media gear, including game consoles, high-resolution computers, high-resolution media streamers. Pretty much anything with an HDMI connection is going to work just fine with this product. Another important difference is the fact that this is HDMI 2.1 and HDCP 2.3 compliant. And those are really important because the HDMI standard has gone through a lot of changes in recent years with a lot of new features available in the latest version. You'll want to take advantage of those. So knowing the product is HDMI 2.1 certified means you've got access to all those features. The HDCP certification is important as well because that controls copy protection. So this product is HDCP 2.3, which means it works with a wide range of different media styles. I also like the fact that KVM is supported on it because that allows me to connect up both a game console and a computer at the same time and have the keyboard and mouse move to the computer when I select that input. I love the 4-port USB 3.0 hub because it allows me to connect up a lot of other peripherals to my laptop or home computer and easily switch between them and have those peripherals move as I select the input. I like the audio extraction capabilities. The fact that it'll strip the audio from any media content I'm displaying and allow me to pass that along to a soundbar or home stereo means I'm going to get the best quality audio. The product is also plug-and-play compatible with all the operating systems out there, so there's no worry about downloading drivers and reconfiguring things. It's an incredibly easy product to use. And the best part is, everything you need to get started is included with the kit, and with a few simple connections, you can be up and running in no time. So I hope you found this review helpful. I've enjoyed talking about it. I like the product an awful lot. I think you're going to like it as well. So thanks for watching, and until next time, as always, stay nerdy.